This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Anderson of Central Pennsylvania, which is turning 27 this month. And as a huge thank you for 27 years, Renewal by Anderson is offering their biggest new customer discount yet. 25% off every window and door with no payments for 24 months from now until June 30th. To get in on this deal, check out RBACentralPADeals.com or call 717-523-9509. A judge has ruled that a Saudi national accused of stealing a school bus and driving it toward Pennsylvania isn't mentally competent to stand trial. Meanwhile, state lawmakers are thinking about giving porch pirates tougher penalties. Paper towel dispensers are slowly but surely getting removed from Pennsylvania Turnpike service stations. Also, these farmers markets have been nominated among some of the best. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. It was this past October when Bader al-Sarani, here on a student visa from Saudi Arabia, left school and was reported missing, reports Lehigh Valley Live. A few months later in January, a break-in was reported in Livingston, New Jersey, with authorities finding a backpack containing al-Sarani's passport along with a journal with entries talking about jihad and threats against Jews and cops, along with other derogatory remarks about white people. 2 days later, the Livingston Board of Education reported that a school bus had been stolen. Al-Sarani was eventually arrested as he drove the stolen school bus toward Pennsylvania and was later given charges such as motor vehicle theft and criminal damage. Federal Judge Michael Hammer ruled that, based on psychiatric assessment, al-Sarani had a mental disease that rendered him unable to understand court proceedings and properly participate in his defense. Further information regarding this case, such as why al-Sarani stole the bus, remains undisclosed. Porch pirates, thieves that target packages in apartment building hallways or, of course, the porches of homes, revved up their activity during COVID as people ordered more and more things online, reports the Center Square. And they continue to be a problem, which is why state lawmakers put forward a new proposal, Senate Bill 527, that would increase penalties on porch piracy. Not the first bill of its kind, porch piracy would become a third-degree felony under this legislation if the theft is a third offense or the value of the stolen mail was $1,000 or more. The grading of the offense would also increase if the person caught had any prior convictions. Some areas, such as Philadelphia, saw mail theft complaints increase by as much as 10% between 2020 and last year, although it's by no means an issue exclusive to Pennsylvania. Nationwide, about 260 million packages were stolen in 2022. The bill had its first consideration in the upper chamber of the Senate on Tuesday, and its status remains pending. Paper towel dispensers are, little by little, disappearing from Pennsylvania Turnpike service stations, states CBS Local Pittsburgh. This, according to Turnpike Director of Marketing and Media Relations, Carl DeFabo, is to, quote, slowly but surely, unquote, move toward blow dryers instead, with the goal of making the Turnpike America's first sustainable superhighway by 2040. There are some people, though, that aren't too jazzed about it. William Harvey, for example, spends a lot of time driving on the Turnpike for work and uses paper towels after washing his hands and face at some of the service stations. The dryers, he says, quote, don't work great on your hands, let alone your face. Harvey adds that paper towels are biodegradable anyway, so the Turnpike's argument that getting rid of them would reduce litter, quote, really doesn't hold water. DeFabo states that the Turnpike remains committed to the effort and that the transition from paper towels to blow dryers will continue on gradually. These local farmers markets have been nominated among some of the top in the country, says PennLive. Easton Public Market in Easton, Lancaster Central Market in Lancaster, and Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia were among USA Today's top 10 poll listing the nominees for the top 20 best public markets in the U.S. If you would like to vote for the markets you'd like to see win, you have until Monday, July 3rd. Winners will be announced July 14th. Happy Friday, all. To stay in the know over the weekend, be sure to visit PennLive.com. Also, please don't forget to rate this podcast in either Apple or Amazon and to leave it a review if you so desire. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for sticking with us. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll talk to you next week for more Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, which is turning 27 this month. And as a huge thank you for 27 years, Renewal by Andersen is offering their biggest new customer discount yet. 25% off every window and door with no payments for 24 months from now until June 30th. To get in on this deal, check out RBACentralPADeals.com or call 717-523-9509.